Well, saddle up your Christmas donkey and let's ride into the big Sleepover Moviecast. We're continuing the Christmas countdown with another semi-Christmas movie, one where Christmas is not the main plot, but maybe the movie is set at Christmas, there are Christmas decorations, some Christmas music, maybe it's just really cold, another element related to Christmas. And so let's check this one out. Now, this is leaving the standard decade of the Big Sleepover Moviecast, which is the 90s, plus or minus a few years, and jumping to 2008, a black comedy, drama, crime, thriller film. Well, passes the buck with the adjectives before it, directed and written by Martin McDonagh in his feature-length debut. Yep, it's In Bruges. Spelled in Bruges, starring Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson, with whom Martin McDonagh would create more films, including one that came out very recently. The bad guy is Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes, spelt Ralph Fiennes, but we got to be extra pretentious. Ralph Fiennes. And of course was filmed in Belgium. The movie was a hit. It was well reviewed. Budget of 15 mil, took home 34.5, and helped establish Martin McDonagh as a major player. Now, he had won an Academy Award for Best Live Action Short for Six Shooter, also starring Brendan Gleeson, and has received nominations for 6 other Academy Awards so far. This is a very Irish movie, and as such, I'll keep the captions on to make sure I can understand exactly what's being said. Now, I wouldn't call this a sleepover movie, but this was definitely a hangout and get high movie. It was one of these, it's like, oh man, you got to see it. It's so wicked smart. I bought this in 4K. It is released, and I have the title track pulled up. Let's go back to 00000000, and let's begin the countdown to In Bruges. 3, 2, 1, go. And you should be hit with a score and the Focus Features logo. Yeah, I mean, I remember this film being funny. I remember enjoying some of the dialogue and the performances. Colin Farrell was a pretty big name starting in the mid to late 90s. Big action star. This was sort of maybe a return to fame for him. I guess early 2000s he was still doing the same. Now let's look for Christmas. Don't see any Christmas signs, except this is a church. Oh, those cobblestones. That's where you do it. There's always a Burger King. It's pretty when no one's there. Thank you. Shaky cam. Never a fan. In fact, I absolutely hate it. You want shaky cam, go film some bad TV. It's not needed here because it doesn't fit the mood. They don't seem in a particular hurry. Plus, Bruges is not a shithole. It's like a little Venice, isn't it? Is this whole film in shaky cam? God damn, I hope not. The transfer looks really good. Aw, it is Christmas. There we go. And there's a tree with some lights. You could get 2 rooms. Oh, yeah, they're booked up. Duh, never mind. I should really pay attention, shouldn't I? Great shots. I remember now the anxiety that Colin Farrell's character has. But it's good to have outside interests beyond your hit, right? Now that is a thing that probably around this era gets totally attributed to Tarantino. This is how I felt going around Europe too. So seeing this in retrospect, I was very much a Colin Farrell. Like, ugh, another church. I don't like being a tourist. Ouch. Well, see, we've come full circle there, though. Big city's a big city, and crowds are stupid. And you'd want something more quaint. Quaint is the only salvation in life. I kill people for a living. Yeah, who cares? Why be a dick? No touching, sir. See, we've steadied the camera now. Easily evaded the ultra obese man. Irish people think they're being helpful. Little homophobia for no reason. I do like the way we dive in here post assassination, right? It's a good way to build characters. And aside from being assassins, they don't have any other tendencies other than little brusqueness with locals, right? Or with tourists, but particularly Americans. Right. Let me see. His ears used to be pierced, or still are. Now, Colin Farrell doesn't have the classic Irish phenotypes, does he? So dark. I would have thought he was a Hispanic. And perhaps he is not full Irish. Let's check that out. And here we have our hero. Mm, Can you? How can you even see? I guess he's full on Irish. Just got the dark and handsome part going. The Dutch. I love gold. Mm, that word was starting to come in vogue as early as 2000 late. This is called diarrhea of the mouth. Logorrhea or whatever. Why are you laughing? Is dark humor? Or are they laughing at the dwarf's expense? I don't know about that laugh, but otherwise she's doing an okay job, I guess. Farrell's so animated, though. Those eyes and his constant furrowing of his bushy eyebrows. You set him up. Thanks for the addendum, bitch. Just don't even take the message next time. Do you type it up on that pretty little card? Then you basically are a receptionist. Fuck that. So now that I'm 40, and even before then, I can't sleep in the same room as some other man with the snoring, or a woman for that matter, unless, I'm really in love and she's really in love. Otherwise, we're going to need some powerful earplugs, or I would have to be blackout drunk every night. And even then, headphones on. It is 2008, so you have headphones. I'd pop those on, jam out, listen to a podcast. I guess podcasts kind of were about to start, right? Social media was about to start or had just begun. Jesus, that's quite a lot. And he seems just fine. Why not? You on that cocaine, son? Thanks for specifying. Good delivery. He's so damn cute, isn't he? Hard to hate Colin Farrell. Now, I'm sure I'm not up on his personal business. Maybe he's been canceled, but he is in the recent movie with Madonna and Brendan, so. And two Irish hitmen don't swear. He's got a date. I think that's fair. You don't know anything about Brendan's relationships or whatnot. Obviously, fancies the innkeeper. Wow. That was uncalled for. At least he learned a little bit about not calling them midgets. Although you never know what someone prefers to be called, right? I guess that's why you should ask. But maybe not lead with the slur. Yeah, I mean, this is very tedious. It's accurate. Now, his manic reactions, childlike humor, little cocaine energy is also similar to, let's say, a Brad Pitt. His eyes are acting a mile a minute, though. Look at him go. It's definitely not Jesus's blood, but whatever. I strike a balance between these two. Wouldn't mind walking around and doing things, but seeing churches and seeing religious artifacts, I've had my fill for life. I'm done. Taking a bike out to the countryside? Sure. Sounds fun. I mean, y'all don't really know each other, right? Ugh. Old dog. Just let his Irish accent get a little thicker in the scene. Ugh. It wouldn't kill you instantly, and you'd probably scream in a lot of pain. Yeah, what a messy, horrible job. Mm, mm. Don't know if that's how you would sit, getting shot in the head, but okay. What was his part in all this? Lookout? What was up with that father? What corruption did he do? Ah, a triptych. Covering up the private part. Death is everywhere. Again, back to, fixed camera on a dolly. Hieronymus Bosch. Oh, yeah. Yep. Well said. Cheers. Merry Christmas. The transfer is fantastic. Unfortunately, my TV is SDR. And honestly, HDR, I don't know. I don't like 4Ks that have been remastered to include a different color scheme. Take a moment and read all about the different encoding styles of video for a bit. And if you're interested, it's a big deep dive. And there is a royalty free codec called AV1, and I believe 8K Blu-rays, whenever those come out, and I hope they do, will be in AV1, which should give incredible more fidelity at the same size. It's true. A bottle can. This is Tarantino-esque dialogue, isn't it? The incident. Yeah, and also because of your horrible hitman skills. And you have clearly, like, a one headshot through this little thing. Plus, you didn't even have to say anything to the guy or be a dick. Who cares? Real assassin won't even be seen. There's a little foreshadowing. And empathy building. He's not just a xenophobic crazy man. He's tortured. But he still wants to get it wet, Now, again, are these the habits of professional hitmen? Just kind of laze around and do nothing? Shouldn't they be training? Looks good with that stubble. Is that a little Godfather homage in that theme there? Do 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 do. Seeing smoke in a restaurant in Bruges. Hmm. Yeah. I could use some of both. Glub, glub. He's in a K-hole. You can too. That's it. That was her list. Is that a? Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get it wet, bro. You're in. Just chill from now on. Pay the fucking bill, bro, and let's go. There he goes, bringing another nationality. Yeah. Oh, God. I guess he is lightning fast with a strike. I mean, I think you'd see it coming. I guess there's no police or bouncers. Always the bottles at karate. Don't recognize the old film, but I feel like I should. Ah, that phone noise always reminds me of a wake up call. Cold AC is cranking out sub zero temperatures. I do like some of this dialogue. Listing. It's a long shot, isn't it? I like it. And there we have it. Mm-hmm. Surety. I guess a lot of people have since put Bruges on their tourism spot because of this. Ugh. The true sociopath. Any nudity here? It's required for the role. Titties out. Mm. Uh, Jesus. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, still shoots out a shell and fire. Christmas tree in the background. Ouch. She's not nice. She robs tourists, bitch. And you kill children. What? Now, as good as Farrell is, how is he going to get assassinated by Brendan? Ooh, jackpot. Damn. Mm-hmm. Well, time to have a little fun. Live rounds. Wait a minute. Can you get live rounds? 4 and 20. I like his honesty. A little edgy, aren't you? Jesus, he did a gram? I don't know. Is that a lot of Coke? I don't do Coke, but to the bathroom. It's a little rude. Sir. That's how you offer it. Hell yeah. Here we go, baby. They found some other girls. Yeah. Yeah. Good song in the background. Oh God, Marilyn Manson. It's a black woman right there, is it not? He's commenting about the Vietnamese. And then one of them does play being on Coke really naturally. And that one is Colin Farrell. What? It's a non combative answer, I guess. Hey, the hookers seem fine, bro. Why are you bitching? God, he chopped him. Okay, well, I remember that scene being funnier. Instead, it's just kind of awkward. I guess they had to introduce a character to be more racist than Colin Farrell. See how much better it is to have fixed cameras? I know there hasn't been a lot of the janky cam, but people move enough. Set your camera. When you want to move the camera, put it on a track or get a steady cam. That's why it was invented. Now, why is he crying? There's the question. Is he dreaming about what he did? Is he aware of what's about to happen? Or something else? Also, remember he has a gun with live rounds. Always a Russian. What a pad. So many antiques and paintings. Silencer? I don't think you need to even say that like that since you're giving a gun. See, that dialogue's fine, but you could just say, do it there. Look, he studied language. He wants to know. I respect that. Of course, English speakers only speak English. Well, Americans. Mm-hmm. So, behaving oddly makes us think he perhaps knows what is afoot. To an alcove. That is a gazebo. And he's going to kill himself. That's all the talk about little people killing themselves. Metaphorically, he feels little, which is kind of fucked up that that's what's reminding him of it, but okay. Great shot of little bit of rain. See, he's not aware of it yet, but we know. We, the viewer, know. Even if Ken is about to realize. Well, what a awkward circumstance. We're in a quandary here. Yeah, you sure did. What? It's a great role for him. He's, not a Colin Farrell completist, but he's doing a damn good job with this. It screams real. His note, good touch, haunting. Well, that's nice. Go to Vietnam. Yeah, not very good at all. There's too many minutes left in the movie. We're not done with Feral Boy. This is very well paced. There's an economy in editing. There's Rafe, Fancy Ralph. I mean, it's a fairy tale where he lives too, in his mansion, in his fucking estate. Good acting. It's good to have rage fits. Gets it all out, cycles it through. Whoa. It's great writing. Inanimate object. Although that's a Simpsons line. Imamoto. Daddy is scary. He's soulless behind his eyes. Showdown with the big bad. Now, Ken is old, out of shape, but he's been killing longer than Colin, who we've learned that was his first hit and only hit. And why leave it there? Sometimes it's better to have more than one gun. And even in Europe, you needed a passport, last I heard. So this underground or this hitman ring run by Harry, which is not explained at all in this, but this, tribe of hitmen. I suppose they have fake passports, but there are logistics here that don't seem to matter. Here we go. That wasn't suspicious. He knows he's Irish. It sounds Irish. He's got some of that Robert De Niro brow acting. The Canadian. Now, how he found him is just, ridiculous. Mm, what? Yeah. What the fuck? Jesus. Fucking America, man. I don't know. That Magnum's kind of sexy. Or that mini rocket launcher over there. Why not an AK or a fucking street sweeper? That's where you kill people. Okay. Hollow points, you mean? This guy's doing a great yeoman's work here. This role as Yuri. There's still a lot of that macho hetero crap going on, but that's what gun people do. A public place. You could take his silencer and shoot him in the dick, maybe. Yeah, right. Yep. The boy. Yeah, right? Well written. Ray Fiennes is such a good actor, though. Equal to Colin Farrell with the eyes and the just constant acting. Terrifying murderer energy. Wrong. Now, yeah, is he going to be held in Belgian prison? She bailed him out. The alcoves. Yeah, this is the best dialogue in the film. Now, some of this music may be Christmas related, but you can see it's in the background. The trees, a little Santa cat thing there, off focus. Ships in the night. Another shot fired. Shit. Well, he's dead. And Christmas has hit full, meaning this is a full on Christmas film. Mother and child. I don't know. His racism was out of order. He almost had a heart attack climbing up too, didn't he? And now I bet there are. Now, the first any American would have heard of Bruges is, of course, Austin Powers. Candy. Are we going to have some further development from Harry here? Mm. Ouch. Bosch, Hieronymus Bosch. What? No, it's not. Okay. Mm. He wants revenge at least, right? Mm. Oh, God. So the honor, the code, the Bushido. I mean, I guess that's the only reason. Nobody else is coming for them. It's just some sort of underground rule of, we don't know how badly he's hurt, do we? He's gonna superhuman his way with two fucking grievous bullet wounds. An Irish song here. Why does he love her so much? They don't. I mean, she robs people. I guess he's a bad guy too. So they're just she's just pretty. They're both just pretty. It's a lot of blood. But he's a sniper. Mm, see through a fucking fog. The change. Get people out of the way. I mean, very heroic effort here by this man, but is that what would happen? Would you explode like that or would you bounce? The ultimate debate, always. He survived it somehow. You broke it, you fuck. Ah, Farrell's so good. Ken did a good job. Brendan. Missed. Bob and weave, baby. Zigzag. Serpentine. Rafe, not in very good shape. Again, running on cobblestones isn't easy, especially wet ones in leather shoes. Mm. And the snow comes for Christmas. Is this Christmas Eve? I don't know if it's said exactly, but seems like it, right? Not quite midnight. His code of honor, though, won't let him kill her. Because his code of honor is what this is all about, weirdly. Tarantino-ass dialogue. God, he's charming to it. I'd love to have seen them in previous action. I wonder if they made a prequel to this. I guess Farrell wouldn't have been part of it, though. Well, that was lucky. We'll move or shoot him. Yeah, Jesus, dude. And the ship driver didn't see that or get hit too as the bullet passed through him. What? Why just stand there and take the bullet? It makes no sense. If you're gonna run, run. Mm, it's like a dream. I don't know. For some Euro trash, this film seems pretty cool. I remember thinking that at the time. Like, this is some eyes wide shut shit. See previous episode. Previous Xmas episode. Suspense is there. They're doing the shaky cam. Now it's warranted, though. Mix it up with tracking or dolly shots here. I mean, he doesn't want to kill him in public, but yet the cops are nowhere to be found. Yet there was a cop on the train willing to go above and beyond the law. I mean, there's, suspense of disbelief. People just standing there. I mean, some guy just got murdered. And you all saw who? Hundreds of witnesses. Also, you saw him in the park. I mean, or in the town square. A guy just jumped out of a building. You think the cops would be alerted, man. Some fake ass looking snow. And the parallel of little boy to fully grown dwarf whose head you popped with that hollow point. Know why it just did that and didn't just obliterate Colin when you blew out his kidney is he thinks it's a little boy. I mean, this part's unearned. Why would he stop Harry? No, can Colin survive 8 hollow point shots to the body? Nope, we have a Shakespearean ending. Xmas. Mm. No, it's pretty. You just fucked around. Mm. And he died. Forgot about that ending. That's kind of a last fuck you. But great film, right? There's some. The only lacking is in some of the lack of police intervention, which is something you could, spend a little time talking about, but it kind of detracts from the mood and explaining what this cabal is of assassins and why they're so held to a code. I mean, no, it's great that they are. It defines them. It gives a rules to this game, but it's also whatever. So we're left to imagine what Harry's enterprise is. We're left to not really sure if he dies or not, but we have to assume he did. I mean, a white shot looking to the light, right? Sure. Christmas movie, 100%. Maybe dead on Christmas Eve. That part is a little vague, but you could make the argument for it with everybody out mingling around and some Christmas carols going on. Yeah. And funny. There's some outright hilarious scenes. Like, how much do we enjoy seeing Colin Farrell and just like him to death, no matter what he's done? And him finding a reason to live is finding this woman is, all things aside, a psychiatrist would say that's probably not a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket. That can't be your only reason. You have to find something else. But it's a start. Young lovers, man. Love is for the youth. Anyway, definitely enjoyed this one. Get it on 4K if you like this film. It looks great. Definitely a Christmas movie. In and around Christmas. Dark. Not 100% likable characters. A lot of racism and other xenophobia in here. But yeah, Shakespearean ending. Gotta love it. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it too. And let's throw in one classic or fun, lighthearted Christmas film. And I think you could guess which one I want to do. So stay tuned for that. Merry Christmas. Good night.